I'm Dexter Hardiman.
And I'm Crystal Hardiman.
And 2006, the First Fruits was the beginning of financial blessings for us in 2006, and more than one way, I'd say. But getting to that was somewhat of a challenge, would you say?
Yes, I agree.
We listened to Pastor's word, and we struggled with it a bit because we thought, boy, we're going to try to pay off debt, we're going to still tithe, and how are we going to give our first fruits? So we emailed the pastor, and one of the things we thought was exactly what was our first fruits and how could we do that? And he emailed back and said first fruits was 1 week's salary, and he went on to say within his sermons and his teachings that we could do it, and we could do it through sacrifice, and we could do it through the Word of God. And we talked about it.
We prayed about it. We cried about it.
Argued about it a little bit.
And prayed some more.
And prayed. And came to the conclusion that we were going to stand on the Word of God, and we were going to listen to Pastor's teaching, and we were going to give first fruits. And once we did.
Yeah, and we did it through, as Dexter said, through sacrifice. We kind of looked at, what the first fruits were, and when we take that out, we kind of looked at what was left, and we made a lot of sacrifices as far as our daily routine and things that we did, and we carpooled and we didn't eat out, and we cut back on the grocery bill, and we just did a lot as a family. We met with the family and talked about it, and we moved forward pretty eagerly once we prayed about it and we got that direction and we did it.
Yes, yeah, we did. At one time, Pastor said, if you don't have a plan, you have nothing. And we had a budget, and we worked the budget and worked it again, and found out that once we did it, we didn't miss it.
Right.
Once we made the necessary provisions, and we just kind of stayed with God, and we really didn't miss it. And I'm convinced that it's the beginning of kind of the whole reason why I received a job promotion. We received 4 bonuses throughout the year in 2006. We were able to pay off all our credit cards that we were so worried about paying off before. We were able to do that, and I know that it's just because we gave our first fruits,
we
and
were
we were
obedient, correct,
to the Word of God. Yes.
And when we started in 06 was kind of scary for us in the beginning because, we looked in December and we looked at our debt and we determined that we wanted to get rid of it. But when we put it all down on paper, we were looking at about 3 or 4 years.
We thought
of getting it all paid off, and so that too was like a monkey wrench for us with giving our first fruits, because we had pretty much determined we wanted to be debt free and get the debt down. So that was the challenge. And like Dexter said, here it is, January 07, and all of the bills are paid. All the credit cards are paid off. They're closed. They're gone, cut up. It's just been great. And Dexter's promotion was something he didn't even go after.
Wasn't even looking for it, but we were blessed to have my manager actually recommend me for a position, and I know it's all because of being obedient to the Word of God. So
we bless God, we bless Pastor and the whole leadership of the church, and we look forward to a prosperous, debt-free 2007.
Literally look forward to giving our first fruits again.